Hello, hello, everybody, everywhere. Welcome. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Welcome to Washington Rebels. Hey, Carpe Diem. It is a day of singing, y'all. Just like yesterday and maybe tomorrow as well. Welcome, all of you. I want to give special greetings to each one of you and those who are on our Facebook page as we bring you another wonderful day of song and special, fabulous special guests for you. Okay, I see Barry. How you doing? Pete, Rosie, Lisa, Carolyn, Sheila, Jane, Kathleen. Um, Aloysius and Fred, Janet, and Lafferty, Jan McMillan, uh, Bonnie, Lisa, David, Kathy from Virginia, this is my hometown, where I grew up, Beryl, Dennis, hi Dennis, Liz, Benjamin, and Strange. I'm moving to the next page. We got all these good folks here. Let's see. Kathy and Dick, hey from BC. Adele, wonderful to see you again, Adele. Lisa, Sandy, Greg, hey, Karen, Susan, Carol, Dion, Terry, Lisa, let's see, Julie, McVeigh, Sandra, and many other folks. I see your pictures and your names coming to connect with us. Welcome, welcome, all of you. I hope thus far you have a great day. And if not, I know you'll have a great one now with all of us here together. We are just delighted for our day number 200, and because it's a whole lot. Thanks to Joe, who is our fearless warrior and helps to coordinate all of this. We have Benta, our mighty tech person, is here. And there are others behind the scenes who make all of this happen. So for all of these events, we just invite you to share and donate to us and to help support these artists who are coming to share their gifts with us. Today is no exception. I am so delighted to present to you Mr. Chinobe, who is an artist musician from Uganda. Now, he's not currently in Uganda right now, but he's bringing Uganda with him, and he is coming to us from Baltimore. He wanted you to know he's a musician, philanthropist, teacher, and he's involved in art education with people all over the world. He has a special song that he is going to share with us. He has instruments that he will tell us about, and you can find out more about him on his websites. But right now, I want to introduce to all of you and welcome Mr. Chinobe. Take it away. Take it away.
Thank you. It's wonderful to join this wonderful group again. And today, the last time I was here, I played the kora, which is one in the back here. I have a lot of different instruments. And today, the song we are going to play, I'm going to be using we call this the akogo in Uganda. So this instrument has like okay, my sound cut out a little bit. Yeah, so the instrument has a lot of different names. Sometimes, depending on where you are, in Southern Africa, they call it the mbira. In Congo, they call it the likembe, sanza. In Uganda, we call it the akogo. Globally, they know it as the kalimba. And the English kind of translation for all those different names is thumb piano. So that's like a descriptive kind of line, because you played mostly the thumbs. And the kalimba is a small version of the marimba, like the nomads used to play these big, huge instruments. And they could not carry them when they moved from one place to another. So they made a smaller version that they could carry because they could not carry their homes, their land, everything. But for them to bring culture wherever they go, music kind of used to be the way of keeping life. And the kalimbas were those instruments that the nomads actually play from the eastern part of Uganda. And that's the instrument that I'm playing today. All right, so today the theme we have is social justice, and we are gonna sing a song together which I wrote about. I wrote the song and I never played it, I never performed it. So when I received the email, I had another song in mind, which is a social justice song we sing in Uganda for a lot of community work, especially when we want the community to get involved in helping a lot of situation, to empower young people into education, to really fight for equality, especially for young girls and, smaller groups that live in the countryside. But then a week later, I started to kind of look for this chorus, which I had written. I could not find it until basically 3 days ago. So I found it in my notebook. I sent it yesterday. So it's the first time that we are going to sing this together. It's the first time I'm going to sing it too. So thank you for joining me in this learning process, and we all hope it will be wonderful. And what matters is really the theme, not what I love about this program is not about how great you sing, but it's about the sense of togetherness and coming together in this, pandemic period where we physically cannot see each other. So I'm going to bring Uganda with me to all of you, wherever you are. So there's a call. The chorus says, we will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side in every moment, stand together. So there is a call I have to make for you to respond. And that call is Ntwala. So after that, then we will go. We will rise. So let us go through the chorus together, and we sing along. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. Da-da-da. We will rise. 1, 2, 3. We will rise. Hand in hand and go. We will rise. Hand in hand. So I call and then you respond. Every step we take, getting closer, and sing. Every step we take, getting closer. That line. We will walk side by side and sing. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. In every moment, stand together. So I'm repeating each line 2 times because the first time it's me, the second time it's you. But when we sing it, you sing those lines without any break. So we'll do it one more time. And I hope my English is clear for all of you to understand. Okay, just checking. That's good to know. I want to make sure I'm not talking to myself. I speak 5 languages, and sometimes we get lost in different accents. Okay, one more time. So I'm going to sing 2 lines now, and then you repeat them. Just 2 lines. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer, and sing. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. The next 2. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together and go. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Now let us try to sing together from the first line. We'll do one band, and then after we can't go through it together again. All right. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer, and sing. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer, and then We will walk side by side in every moment. Stand together and go. We will walk side by side in every moment. Stand together. So let us sing together, each line one time, or the 4 different lines. One, two, and sing. We will ride hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side in every moment. Stand together, again together. We will rise hand in hand in every moment. Oh, that's my fault. All right, you got it. One more time. Yeah, that works too. It's all the same. All right, let's take it again. 1, 2, and go. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side in every moment. Stand together. So in case my teaching has to be improved, feel free to send me a message here, and then I will, I will either be slower, be more clearer, be more, but I'm trying my best to. I'm not hearing you, but I know you can hear me. So, all right, sounds great. We've got it. I love those comments. All right, so then there is, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the song, about why I wrote this song. There's a situation that happened, over here in the US, which was related to the work I've done around the world. I mean, most of you know I've traveled extensively, 75 countries, mostly as a social worker. I worked with UNICEF, and I worked with a lot of minority groups, especially advocating for education for girls, working in refugee camps, helping people settle in different countries and the challenges they have to go through. And so while I was in the US a couple of months ago, so much has been going on with the community challenges, especially with the justice system and everything. And music, if you remember the times in South Africa during apartheid, in many countries that music played such an important role in echoing a lot of these issues out to the public and out to the world, especially during difficult regimes during apartheid, when the media wasn't allowed to report on a lot of things happening. Artists like Miriam Makeba, Yusundu, Tracy Chapman, Bob Dylan, Peter Gabriel, who I got a chance to work with several years back. Did this kind of Amnesty International tour. And 2 years later, after that, Mandela, was released from prison. So music, became a tool, and I still feel strongly that music, for the right purpose, plays such an important role in educating people, in raising awareness, and reminding those who are oppressed that the world still, cares. At least most of us still care. So I'll play my kalimba while we do the chorus together. One line, I'll call a line, you respond, then after, we'll sing it together. We will rise hand in hand and sing. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together, sing. In every moment, stand together. We're gonna take it again now without any breaks. We will rise. So I'll try to go slowly. We sing all of us together. 1, 2, and sing. We will rise, hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Again. We will ride hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. All right. So my call goes like this. Today wano ganumwa. Today wano Ntwala. We will rise. Once you hear that, Ntwala, and I put that onto the. All right. So, just so you have an idea what's going on here. Can I share screen here? Can I do that? Okay, I can. Wow, I'm getting good at this technology stuff. All right, so you see my screen. I made it very easy for you. I made the whole arrangement. The title is Ntwala. Today wanonga numwa means I'm seated right here, feeling so much pain. Today wano Ntwala, I'm sitting right here. I need someone to raise my hand and take me. You know, Ntwala means please help, please take me. And then we go to the chorus. After the chorus, I'll sing the first verse, which you can see right there. And then we'll do the chorus again. And after I do the chorus, I'll do the second verse. And then we'll do the chorus. And we're ready for the concert. And we're invited to perform. So that's it. All right. I'm just, I'll share these lyrics with you later on. So I don't know if you want to see the screen and see the lyrics or see my face, but you can. We'll do it both ways. We'll do it one time when you're looking at the lyrics, yeah. So you can kind of follow up. And I put this here because sometimes my accent isn't very clear to a lot of people, so I want you to be able to connect the words I sing with while you're reading them there. All right, here we go. And I'll guide you through. Today wano ganumwa. Today wano Ntwala. And we sing. We will ride hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Behind my smile is a lot of pain, hidden deep into my soul. Today wanonga numwa. Today wano Ntwala. We go. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. I'm gonna go to the second verse. The dreams we have are fading away. Children we raise walk in fear. Today wanonga numwa. Today wano Ntwala, we will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Chorus one more time. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. All right, so I'll stop the share right here.
Chinobe, that is so powerful and profound. And we are so inspired. This is the premiere of this very powerful message. In fact, some of our participants have come up with new verses and other ways to sing it. One, I don't know if you saw it, Susan said, "We will win hand in hand. Every vote we get, count, getting closer." Ha!
That's beautiful.
Yes, that was Susan. And then I think I'm sure so who was somebody else put an echo in there. So it would be we will rise, hand in hand. It was just singing right behind you, just beautifully. It's just so inspirational in what you did. Oh, I can't even begin to say. It's like something warm that flows all the way from the top of my head all the way through my toes. And part of it is not just your beautiful voice, but the Mbira. I know it as the Mbira and taking students and studying it in Zimbabwe. Can you talk a little bit about the spiritual nature and of this instrument, of the power of it?
Yeah, thank you. So, as you all well know, thank you very much for those beautiful words. Because music to me, it has been my life, and not just the sound, but the meaning of it. I always tell people, children I work with, especially the young ones, because they are like, when I cannot sing. So I tell them I don't sing because my voice is good. I sing because I have something to say, and that should be the message for all of us, because music makes a very powerful impact. And but now the music that I play, the instruments that I play, spiritually, they have a strong connection to who I am as a person from Africa. Because when we are young, I didn't realize actually that music would be a way for me to make a living, because it was a way of life for all of us. When we are sad, when we are mourning, when we are happy, on parties and weddings and funerals, and it just kind of reminds us that the world is beautiful. And so crossing and coming over to North America and the Western world, sometimes when there's a price put onto music, there is a commercial kind of atmosphere that is kind of portrayed in branding, and it kind of, some of us, we kind of start to lose that kind of, and situations like this, like now, it reminds me of who I am, because there's nobody here, it's just me with amazing people singing and playing this instrument that in my community, in my country, Uganda, it's a very powerful instrument. So this is the instrument in Uganda. And again, I talk about Uganda because Africa has, over 50 countries. And in every country, the instruments have a different context. If you see the kora and the griots, if you see the mbira in Zimbabwe, if you see the akogo in Uganda. So in my country, Uganda, in the east, the nomads are people of the land, people who have lived there for a very, very, very long time. And in making the instrument, if you look at the tines here, they are actually normally round. They put them in fire, and the blacksmith kind of make them thick and flat doing that. And in the process of doing that, so they use the same material to make arrows. They use the same material to make fences. They use the same material to kind of make holes to pour the land. And this is the instrument that they actually play when they're out working. Like when they're out digging, they believe music gives them that spiritual power of having to work in the gardens for hours without getting tired, because there is rhythm, there is like momentum. It brings this kind of feeling that it keeps you going. It's almost like walking when you are listening to music. I say put jogging, listening to music, and they can go longer. sometimes we think that it's kind of fancy, but spiritually, traditionally, that was the power of music. Music could get you go longer than you actually think. Then now, when the land becomes dry, they can't graze their cattle, they can't graze their animals, they have to relocate and find another place to go. They have no idea if that will take weeks or months or days or years. So what they do is they get all their cattle, pick their instruments, and start playing and walking. And they could go miles and miles, months and months, until they find a new settlement. Now, without music, they wouldn't go that far. And when they go with this music, when they settle in a new place, the music keeps them connected. And that's how you trace the path of the nomadic lifestyles. If you see this instrument played in all these different countries, it's because the movement of the people in all those countries is traced by the traces left behind with this instrument. Because they can start a trip, say, thousands of them. By the time they end the trip, it's maybe 500, meaning 500 have settled, along the way. And that's how you trace the nomadic lifestyles. And so the instrument today, going back thousands of years, can directly teach you the paths and traces of actually, most of these tribes that have moved from one area to another area.
Fascinating. Wow. Fascinating. I could feel that connection every time I hear the bira or the akogo. When I hear it played, it just draws me to that. I think everyone I've talked about says the same thing. This is pretty powerful. What is the language? One person asked, again, you might have said, what language are you singing?
So the language I sing is known as Luganda, and that's my mother tongue, like the country Uganda, with an L before. And most of my music, I write it in my mother tongue. Okay. Especially folk songs, but social songs that talk about global issues, I translate them to English and French and different languages for purposes of people understanding and being able to create their own lyrics, owning the song and fitting in and kind of taking it and owning it.
Well, you have said so many powerful things. I wrote these down. I want you to know. I sing because I have something to say. Woo! Several of us that went boom. just so powerful. And music connecting folks throughout the country, as we, not just that country, but here in the United States and throughout the world. Powerful. I'm going to turn it to Joe because she has some extra announcements and wants to usher us out. I mean, I don't even want to leave. I want to hear so much more. But we may have a chance to hear you again, just do a little bit of this same powerful song. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
With us today. We are added unto it so much. Joe, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Kathy. Such a great discussion that you did there. And Chinobe, I can't even thank you enough for the peace and the tranquility and the presence. And I don't know what you're talking about your accent. It's completely beautiful and you're so understandable. And 5 languages. I don't guess there's probably somebody else in this room who could raise their hand and say they speak 5 languages. So there's let's rock and roll for Chinobe because it's truly amazing. And we definitely want to hear your song again before we leave the room. If you can sing that chorus with us a few more times. I just want to say a few quick things. I want to shout out that we've got folks on Facebook right now coming in from Houston and Massachusetts and Omaha, Nebraska, and some other places. It's so amazing to be able to sing in this room with us. In case folks didn't see it yesterday, I posted it on the Daily Antidote group page. I have not counted number of views in a really long time because I'm not a big fan of numbers, truly. And so I've been saying 55,000 views, 55,000. So yesterday we passed 67,000 views here in this program. And we're going to hit 225 days next week during the Archive Challenge Week. It's just amazing the power that this community has been able to pull together. And I'll tell you a line that I was reminded of, Chinobe, when you were talking and with what folks were putting in the chat. For anybody in this room who knows and loves Ani DeFranco, you might remember one of her lines, I sing sometimes like my life is at stake because we're only as loud as the noises we make. And I have felt that so significantly through the run of this program, that what we are doing in here is we are making some noise and finding a path towards making lots more noise. And Chinobe, all of the philanthropy and all the work you do is so appreciated. And all of us in here are trying as best as we can to figure out ways to mirror it and to help be part of all of the much needed change. I say a lot of times we're in tough times. I think that's a really lame word for what we're in right now. So we are in disastrous times, and Chinobe, your presence is remarkable in making us feel like we're on our way back home or on our way somewhere better than where we've been. So,
thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you. Can you possibly give us a little bit more song before we leave the room?
It will be with us, and it'll be ringing in our heads and in our hearts.
Yeah, and take it and thank you, Kathy, for that. What you said is really powerful, because when you think about music and you can throw even words in there and lyrics and melodies, and it works with you wherever you go. Yeah. So thank you very much. I always tell people, if you ever have to choose between a singer and the song, choose the song, because even when the singer is gone, the song will stay.
Yes,
so,
the song stays.
Yeah, the song stays. So it's about the song. So yeah, so it's 12:33. I'm sorry again, I didn't see my notes. What time do we end this?
Well, you will usher us out with this song again.
Perfect.
We're about.
I love that way of sending off.
So we're walking and moving, walking hand in hand as we rise.
Today wano nganomwa. Today wano Ntwala and sing. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Behind my smile is a lot of pain, hidden deep into my soul. Today wano nganomwa. Today wano Ntwala we go. We will ride hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side in every moment. In every moment, stand together. The dreams we had are fading away. Children we raise live in fear. Today wano nganomwa. Today wano Ntwala. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. We will rise. We will rise hand in hand. Every step we take, getting closer. We will walk side by side. In every moment, stand together. Tuna mwana wange.
Took me to the ocean, so I had to get the beach background. Just rising, but thank you. Join me, everybody. They've joined us all in saying Chinobe. Thank you for ushering us into this next stage, in this place and time. Just beautiful. And those songs, the stories you tell about African people in Africa are also true of those African people in the United States. The power of music and about the way in which it ushers us through day by day, moment by moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and this is why I wrote this song. I know, yeah, we are running out of time here, but you know, when I came over to the US the first time, I brought kids from Uganda here. People in Africa didn't really know how much of a presence they have in the diaspora, the African people here. And so when I came here, it was really great to connect with a lot of these people. And then seeing all this pain and challenges with with race and and discrimination and different things, and then at home when this happens, we have music to fall back to because you get together, you sing with people, and then you feel powerful. And then in this country, when I realized most of the people, don't have that kind of spiritual, powerful music to fall back to because music has been so much commercialized, all about selling it and making money from it. So part of it is, their souls keep hanging because they don't have that place to fall back to. So I'm hoping
Now, Chinobe, I said black folks do. I mean, that the civil rights movement and singing, that's what we had to fall back on. Just like you said. Absolutely. We go
that's
through
wonderful.
the civil rights story. That's what black folks did here. So that is so true, yes.
You see, that's amazing because that means it's a kind of cultural DNA situation, and that's why it's so powerful today to do this, because that is what will make us very powerful and remind us of singing the pain, singing the joys, but also echoing the future that we imagine and the desires and the passions that we want to walk. Yeah,
that's what the spiritual is. The spiritual, which happened in the United States, the first folk music here, that's what it was. It was singing the pain, singing the hope, singing our story, and being able to survive and connect. Exactly, taking it from the African heritage, but here, black folks in the United States. Yes.
Wow.
The very same story or journey, but it looks different here, but it's the same. Heart by heart. I get excited when I talk about it.
Kathy, thank you so much. Chinobe, thank you so much. That was just absolutely remarkable. I don't know, I'm thinking the daily antidote of Chinobe is really more so actually we need a daily antidote of Kathy for the going up in this direction, and the daily antidote of Chinobe for going up in this direction. If only we could schedule for Chinobe the days we know we were gonna need a really, really soother sort of a day, Chinobe, because it's amazing. And yet you managed to put all that soothing there while really communicating a very deep and powerful message about action. And I'm so, so grateful to both of you. Really, just you took us on a great journey today. Thank you so much. And Chinobe, you're kind of really good with those sort of one-liner quotes. I think you just said something like echoing the future that we want to live or something. I'm going to go back and listen again so I can write it down. Thank you so much for echoing so much of the sentiments and the emotional journeys that we're going on right here in 2020. And 3 cheers to everybody in this room for working and joining together to sing and be together. Can we all give Chinobe another big thank you, please? And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on Facebook. Thanks also to Kathy Bullock for another great day of hosting. Bye, everybody on Facebook. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you here again tomorrow. For anybody who's new to us today, we're here every day at noon, and we love having you join. Thank you so much. And to everybody here in this room,